That delivery out of his hand, he started screaming at it, and it responded. Let's have a look at him here.
Great form he has. Great intensity. Fun to watch.
Yes, great attitude to the sport of bowling. Chris Johnson. Tough guy from Dallas. In a heads-up match, you really wouldn't want to meet him in a dark alley. That's why he's the Rookie of the Year in 2004. He's been an exempt player on the PBA Tour. Had to take a leave of absence with that knee injury. 66 for him now, 79 for Lee. 13 pins has been the difference for now the last 3 or 4 frames. Both of them working on 3 strikes.
Taking his time, very smart. You can tell that's a sign of some experience.
Yes, a heads-up bowler of great renown in the Texas region. That was a pretty good shot. A little tough not to carry that 7-pin there.
Terrible shot.
Oh, I didn't think it was that bad, Chris, but you're the bowler. A little high on that backswing was way up.
He got it out. It pushed out, and he was afraid it was going to wash out, I think.
Unusual conversion on that 7-pin there. He usually stands in front of it. That's not recommended for novice bowlers. Usually use as much of the lane as you can. He stands in front of it, doesn't miss them too often. 115 in the 6th. Shawn Lee can take a commanding lead here and have a real good look at the big check of $5,000 pretty soon.
Chris Johnson, I noticed during match play, for a young guy, he's not up in the back visiting with his friends, gas bagging. He's down there paying attention and looking at the lane. He's got excellent work habits and concentration.
Yes, this is a job for Chris Johnson. He is a professional bowler. Shawn Lee, a weekend warrior, looking for a 4-bagger. Got it.
Yes!
It's almost like, yes, give me the $5 grand.
This was huge. This is huge right here.
Mike Miller, what a great shot that was by Shawn Lee.
Wants to emote. Shawn Lee wants to emote so bad, and there's 3 frames left. And what he needs to do is just calm himself, make the same shot that he's made. He's made some adjustments now. He's back to where he wants to be. These are really important shots for him.
Good comments from PBA champion Mike Miller. Yes, he certainly does want to let it all out, but he's got to keep that adrenaline pumping at a calm level. Not overreact just yet. Wow, look at that. It's beautiful. If that was a picture, it would be a masterpiece. 139 in the 6th, 5 strikes in a row.
Oh, shoot.
Chris Johnson comes back though.
This next shot is so important for Chris Johnson to stay in it.
He can go off the sheet for 225. Off the sheet means 4 more strikes. He's coming up in the 9th. He did choose to finish, so he thinks that he's able to come up to the pressure in the 10th frame by finishing last. Shawn Lee will finish first. Of course, Lee on a 5-bagger in the box seat at the moment. This is the most important shot of Chris Johnson's career the last 3 years. Pretty good. Oh. Kind of a weak 10.
That was a great shot. I think he might, I'm not sure, but it looks like he's having maybe a little trouble. Maybe his knee's bothering him just a little bit. I'm not sure.
Yeah, the 6-pin fell in the gutter there, never made a move out. Spares the 10-pin, but that gets his potential now down to 205. So Lee, the destiny of this tournament in his own hand. And I mean hand, not hands. Right hand to be specific. 6 strikes in a row if he gets this one. And he's 34 ahead.
Well, we've seen this frame be a little bit tricky with Luke Richard and then Steve Plumpkin, so anything's possible.
This is the 9th frame now for Shawn Lee, 34 ahead, not out of the fire just yet. Oh, my. When he needed it, he got it. 6 consecutive strikes. Have a look at the back view here.
You can't throw it any better than this. I don't think he wanted to leave it to chance this time.
He's about to let it all out here at 10 pins and more. Coming up to the 10th frame now. Big leader. He's just got to keep it on the lane now. And Shawn Lee, stay behind the foul line. Get a good count. He's behind the line. It's in the pocket. It's a good shot. 9. That's a nice count for 6 strikes in a row. And that's all she wrote for Chris Johnson. Going to run second in this tournament.
Well, Steve, this was the guy I'd never seen, and I saw bowling in the warm-up, and I said, that guy has a chance. And here he is.
Well, he'd like to finish it off with a spare and a strike. Ringing 10. Spares that. He's going to shoot in the 230s, and he's going to have an average on TV today in the 220s, mid-220s. Games of 214 to 207 over Luke Richard, 244 to 205 over Paul Enright, $1.98 to 197 over Steve Plumpkin, and now a 230. And let's keep an eye on his face here. He's going to be really happy with this delivery over. 238. The New Mexico Open champion. He's going to get his picture on the wall here at 10 pins and more. What a great game for him, Dana.
Terrific. What a great effort. Both great effort for Chris Johnson and great effort from Shawn Lee.
Chris would like to finish off with a turkey here. Hasn't been that bad of a game. Oh, that's the story of his afternoon.
Seriously? Seriously? Oh. Thank you.
Well, bowlers, this won't be the last time you see this young man on television.
That pin still rocking for Chris Johnson, the story of his TV debut here in New Mexico. Lots of 9s. 3 9s and 4 strikes in the last 7 shots. He could have had 7 or 8 strikes in a row himself. Certainly that one deserved a better fate. Let's have a look at Johnson's bonus ball now. He'll end up in the 190s and a loss of about 30 pins. 193 for Chris Johnson. A loss by 45 pins. And congratulations to Shawn Lee from Colorado beating Chris Johnson. We'll be back with the giant $5,000 Bank of Albuquerque check for the winner in just a couple of moments. Stay with us.